Hey, Donald Trump, man, it just cost me $179 to fill up my diesel. Come on, man, I need you to do something. Lord have mercy, it's about to kill me.
Gasoline has almost reached $10 a gallon in California.
Have you seen this? Gas in Los Angeles just hit $8.21 a gallon at one station.
I just want to let you know that diesel is up 45%. 45%. 75% of what we use and consume in the United States goes on a truck that uses diesel. In addition, farmers use diesel to move all that large equipment, to plant crops, to pick them. Get ready for skyrocketing prices for everything: food, toiletries, diapers, baby formula, shoes, car parts. Every single thing, 75% of what we use and consume is going to skyrocket. When this happened 4 years ago, inflation went up to 9%. Not only will gas not go back down for years, prices on food and toiletries, etc., will also not go down, as we all know.
We need to get these prices lowered. I don't know how I'm gonna feed my family, so.
You just keep going day to day.
Stacy Poor, the co-owner of Bread and Butter Neighborhood Market in downtown Springs, says the cost of food in her store has been unpredictable lately.
It could double from week to week or be reduced from week to week.
But she says as far as shipping costs go,
we can't really pinpoint anything related to fuel right now.
She says shipping costs have remained the same so far. But at a truck stop in northern Colorado Springs,
Been dealing with these crazy diesel prices.
Truckers say they're worried that could change.
I had to shut down. I couldn't survive. My company shut down.
One truck driver who didn't want to be identified says he's looking for ways to make ends meet and is now driving for a friend.
Yeah, we need to get these prices lowered. I don't know how I'm gonna feed my family, so.
And truck driver Deshaun Lott says he's worried these prices could deter companies from shipping and truckers from driving.
They ain't making no money. The company ain't making no money. You ain't gonna make no money.
AAA says the conflict in Iran has created a volatile fuel market with things changing day to day and sometimes hour by hour. Local economists say if these costs do trickle down to everyday goods, it likely won't be for months.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore.
MAGA, are we winning yet? Trump promised lower groceries on day one, an end to inflation, no more wars. But now many of his voters feel betrayed as gas and diesel prices continue to rise. Truck drivers are worried about surviving. The cost of groceries keep on climbing because fuel affects almost everything we use. So let's have a look. Please like, comment, and hype the video, all right? Let's get into it.
If you could say something to President Trump and he was going to hear you right now, what would it be?
You're a worthless pile of
And you voted for him how many times?
3 times. That was my bad. Apparently, I'm an idiot.
Are you displeased with the war in Iran?
Yes, it's not our war. We should not be sending our soldiers over there to get harmed when it's not about us. It's about them. Like, why are we sticking our noses where we don't belong?
What do you think about the decision to strike Iran?
It was a great decision. I think somebody else should have done it a couple of years ago, the last 3 other presidents.
Are you willing to pay higher prices at the pump if that's the cost?
Yeah, I'm willing to pay a little more, yeah.
Why do you think gas prices going up?
War. That's all I know.
Are you pleased with us being in Iran?
Not really. No, there should be no war. Yeah. What do you do?
What do you think about President Trump? How's he doing?
No comment.
Did you vote?
I did vote for him.
Have you noticed gas prices going up lately?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Does that affect you at all?
Definitely. Absolutely. My husband, he drives diesel, so that's like $2 more.
What do you think about the U.S. decision to go into Iran?
I think we got to do what we got to do to keep this country safe. So, and if it means paying a little bit more in gas right now to keep everybody safe, then that's what we got to do.
All right, Trumpers, I'm pissed. Let me tell you why I'm pissed. I just filled up my car, okay? It costed, I got 6 gallons of gas for $30. Gas here in Georgia is almost $4 a gallon, okay? This is asinine, and this is all Donald Trump's fault. Yesterday here in Georgia, gas was $3.54. I woke up to it almost $4 a gallon because of that bastard. This man has got to get this under control. He is hurting the American people. There hasn't been not one attack on America. Iran has not done one thing. Israel has not done one thing. The British has not done one thing. No foreign country has done anything to us to provoke this war, but the American people are paying for it. But you watch what's going to happen. You mark my words on this. I guarantee you tomorrow he'll come out and say some dumb shit like, oh yeah, hey, the war's over with. We've made a peace agreement. Gas will go down, stock market will go up, he'll make millions of dollars, and 2 days later, we're blocking the Hormuz again, and they're not coming to an agreement, and then here we go again. He does this to make money, but he hurts the American people. You MAGA's got to wake up. I'm sick of your bull.
I'm glad we're taking care of every part of the world except for this part. $75 for what used to cost me $40. No tax on tips. No tax on this is a tax on every hardworking American. Thank you, DJT.
Trump's war with Iran will bankrupt the middle class. Make no mistake. 70% of Americans have no money. They cannot afford a $400 emergency. When gas hits $10 a gallon, they will go broke. It's time to act. If this war continues, this is not going to take very long. Gas prices will go through the roof. This is happening right now, guys. Take action. Call your congressman and stop Trump before it's too late.
All right, I need you to look at this. I'm standing here in California at a Chevron right now, and premium gas is $7.49, diesel is $8.99. I mean, this is insane. And before people say this is normal, it's not. The average gas price across California right now is already pushed around $5.70 to nearly $6 a gallon, which is almost $2 higher than the national average. And in some places, like here, it's way higher. I mean, we're talking $7, $8, even close to $9 at certain stations. So what's going on? Well, part of it is global the tensions in places like Iran pushing oil prices up, with trickles down to gas prices. But California also has its own issues. Higher gas taxes, stricter environmental regulations, and limited refinery capacity all drives up prices up even more, like we're seeing here. So yeah, this isn't just bad luck. It's a combination of global events and state level factors hitting all at once. And the crazy part is, experts are even warning prices could go even higher if things keep going this direction. So I got to ask, how are people supposed to afford things like this right now?
So Washington's currently at the highest ever recorded average price for gas, and it's come to my attention y'all don't know how much we are actually paying out here. So 1 year ago, the average in our state for gas was $4.26. Now, today, the average is like $5.61. Currently hit a first-time record high of the state average in Washington for gas prices. And to give you reference, the national average is $4.39. We are the third most expensive place to buy gas in the entire country, followed, where it's first California, then it's Hawaii, then it's Washington. The average in California right now for gas is $6.06. And you know what, just for fucks, here's the rest of the averages for the top 10. Absolutely unprecedented in this country. And if you're still believing someone telling you that we are in a peak of America, that this is great, that anything that's happening is great, fuck the gas prices, anything happening. This isn't normal.
We could not believe it ourselves when we were told that this was the price, so we raced out here, and sure enough, $7.89. I actually saw somebody this morning try to fill up for $153. This is well and above the California average of $6.13, which, by the way, on Friday, it was $6.01. So it is trending in the wrong direction right down the street from the Shell gas station. A little bit easier at $7.69. We are paying significantly more than what we paid just a month ago, and a couple of months ago the national average was $2.98. So yes, national average is a lot lower anytime than California average, but my goodness, Talk about sticker shock. If you're waking up in San Rafael this morning, $6.41. In Oakland, $6.19. Vallejo, $6.08. And then in San Francisco, $6.34. And San Jose, $6.14.
So with gas prices inching closer to $5 a gallon on average across the United States, we've never been in a situation before where you could actually blame one person for this out of control surge in gas prices, and that is Donald Trump. And I think sometimes it gets lost in this whole Iran war thing. Like, we did that for really no urgent reason, and all the people who have paid for it are the American consumers, and the gas prices going up by like $2 a gallon in a lot of places. In most situations when gas prices go up, there's a myriad of reasons. Like when gas prices went up in the Biden administration, it's because we were coming out of COVID, and then there was all of a sudden a massive surge of demand, which sends prices up. But in this case, we had none of that. We just had a war of choice that Donald Trump made to deflect probably from the Epstein files, and you and I have been paying the price for it. I mean, this is really why his numbers are in the 30s right now, because everybody is realizing that this is 100% his fault. And we're still there. We're actually over the 60-day period of which they were supposed to end any conflicts without a declaration of war. And Trump is illegally keeping us there because he can't admit defeat and he can't find his way out because now Iran's got him by the neck, because now they want to make him as unpopular as possible to make his life miserable and also to win this war. So yeah, the next time you look at gas prices, just remember, that is 100% Donald Trump's fault.
America, are you okay? Because I'm not okay. Because I'm at the gas pump right now. At Costco, it's $6.33. At Costco. I'm only halfway in and it's already $50. And I'm driving a sedan. I'm not even driving like a big ass truck. Yo, we need to cut a deal. Like,
all right, Trumpers, come and get me. Let me tell you what I love. I love the fact of all the big MAGA men, the big burly strong men. Hey, listen, diesel fuel is almost $6 a gallon from North Carolina to Georgia. I'm pretty sure diesel fuel is at least $6 a gallon in some of the other states like Texas, California, Arizona, New York, Illinois, etc. That's going to hurt them guys. So that's what you voted for. You voted for this. You voted for a man that didn't care about you. I've repeated it over and over and over. This has nothing to do with Republican. This has everything to do with this MAGA Donald Trump agenda. And now that this war has continued moving forward and he's wanting to blow Iran to smithereens, or effing smithereens is what he said, it's only going to get worse. You'll see diesel at $7. I hope it hurts when you fill that thing up because you voted for this. You have to remember, you have to do your research. You have to do your due diligence when you're voting. You can't just vote because you think that Donald Trump's going to make America your playground with no laws and rules. That's not how this works. There's still laws and rules and all the things that you guys thought that you weren't going to have to deal with and you could just run rampant on the streets like January 6th. Not the case, okay? So 2028, do better.
At the end of the day, regular Americans are the one paying the price for all of these. Because when diesel prices go up, everything else follows. The food in the grocery stores, deliveries, farming, and transport. Working people are exhausted because their paychecks are staying the same while bills keep getting bigger. Some truck drivers are carrying off some trips, Some are struggling to make profits, and many are now worried how they're gonna continue supporting their families if things keep getting worse. What makes people even more frustrated is the broken promises, because many people were promised an end to inflation and the economy will be better, Instead, many people say they feel more pressure than relief. It feels like they were sold hope that never came to reality. And for ordinary Americans, this isn't just about politics anymore. It's about survival. It's about parents who can't feed their kids because the groceries are high. It's about workers choosing between gas and rent, It's about people waking up every day, feeling stressed, angry, and disappointed because life keeps getting more expensive, People are starting to realize that political slogans and campaign chants sound exciting during the campaigns, but slogans alone do not lower groceries or help struggling families to survive. People need leaders who focuses on ordinary Americans, not the powerful corporations and the wealthy billionaires and the tax breaks for billionaires, So elections do have consequences, and people should stop voting based on hate and racism and even anger. People should educate themselves on policies and understand what they mean. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.